talking about a new story attention, and this week is no different because it's our New York special. When I was in New York, I picked up the New York Post, and I'm laughing because if you haven't seen this story, you're going to get a shock of your life. Okay, so you've got it. Pregnant man's baby joy. Jessica, do you want to give our audience an insight into what this is, since you're Miss PR?
Oh goodness. A woman, I don't really know how to word this, a woman that has had a sex change to become a man, but kept hold of the reproductive organs of a woman and has now become pregnant.
Okay, so I'm asking the question, is this right? You all staring at me.
I don't know if it's a question of right or wrong.
Yeah.
This person is actually a woman, and I think they're just sensationalising the story.
Okay.
Because it's a woman, they're trying to make up that a man's having a baby, but this person wasn't born a man, they were born a woman.
Mm-hmm. But he's chosen, or she's chosen to be a man. Yeah. So, and she's taken all of the necessary drugs in order to grow male parts.
I mean, the bit that sounds slightly dangerous is exactly he's taken stuff to make him become a man. And how is that going to affect the birth of the baby? But I'm sure that, that he's taken care of.
Well, I think they were trying to get pregnant for a while and she couldn't. And
now, which one are we referring to here?
The lady.
The actual lady.
Okay.
So I suspect they would have stopped the hormones beforehand if that was their method of choice to get pregnant rather than taking any other method.
But if this hasn't been done before, there's no proven...
No.
I have to say, I don't think you have to sensationalise a story like this. It's a man for all intents and purposes.
But it's a woman!
But it appears to be a man, and it's a man with, carrying a baby, and I think the image itself is just sensational, without the need for the huge pregnant man's baby joy headlines. I think it's shocking, and I think it it says a lot about where we are as a society and the fact that, what's seen as ethical, I don't know, I just think science is kind of moving away from, basically.
I want to find out what our audience think. Now, before I get to you, let me just explain to the viewers at home. Every single week we get our audience in on the debate. And so, audience, what do you guys think? Has anybody got an opinion on this one?
Yes. Just to say that it does look like the Sun newspaper, the New York Post, is it?
Yeah.
For 25 cents. But we all should understand that there is knowledge of the fact that there's hermaphrodites. But knowing that, and I agree with the lady there, I've forgotten your name, Jessica, that science in a sense has gone mad in terms of how things can be portrayed with people. People have got the freedom to make a choice in terms of who they really want to be. So we have come a long way as humans, really, in terms of the choices we can make with our lives, in terms of who we can, or what masks we choose to wear. But in terms that couple, have now sort of made a choice, in terms that one person has made this first step in terms of just not only was she, but now has become a man, but also taken the chance in terms of if she has a partner, or if the partner can't reproduce, at least she thought ahead of that in terms of making a life for the person and them to have a sort of family unit.
Okay,
really.
now when I've spoken to people about this off air, and words such as Sodom and Gomorrah comes to mind.
Well,
and this is what people are saying. What does anybody think? The lady next to you is nodding profusely. Go ahead, Sheila.
Well, I totally agree with Jessica in a sense. This woman has chosen to lead the life of a man, and one thing you've got to think about, which hasn't been brought up as yet, is the child. How is that child going to grow up in society knowing that, or possibly, realising that his father was a woman? It's quite...
But gave birth to him or her.
Exactly, it's quite a difficult kind of position to be put into, and I don't think it's particularly fair on that child.
Just when we come back to you, because you're a mum, aren't you?
I'm a mum,
yeah.
Firstly, I certainly would never judge another human being. It's not my place to. But asking me for my opinion, again, it's the child. I think it's difficult enough to raise a well-rounded, stable human being, in today's society, without giving them the added pressure of what is obviously a dysfunctional family unit before they've even started. And I think, okay, everybody has the right. I understand that some people are born with, and don't feel comfortable in their own sexuality or even in their in their sex, full stop, but there has to be some kind of perimeters. If you want to be a man, then why would you want to retain the female reproductive organs? Surely there needs to be some kind of...
Well, the fact is, this could have happened after the birth. I mean, this man, could have been a woman, had the baby, and then changed into a man. That happens in families anyway. So, I mean, he's just a carrier at the end of the day. They could have gone to a surrogate.
He decided to keep those reproductive organs, and why should that be allowed?
Why not?
Because if you want to be a man, then surely that means you can't carry and deliver a baby.
Yeah, but who are we then as an individual?
He's just a carrier, but they don't have a surrogate parent.
Okay, I'm hearing yes, go on,
I just feel you can't judge someone else's life. Like, who am I to say? For example, the way I'm seeing it is that this guy was born a female and probably felt more like a man, so decided to take testosterone hormones to have the beard and to have the butchness that makes him an appearance of a man. And I'm just thinking, if he feels like that, then who am I to say that you shouldn't feel like a man? Or
okay, I'm going to stop you there because my producer is not screaming at me. Continue, Amanda.
So, and I've also thought, as a result, I just think legally he is still a female, and so who are we to say that he should not have still retain the organs that he was born with?
Okay, I'm going to throw something out there. Adam and Eve.
I don't even think it's on that level.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Yeah.
Believe it. What does
Believe
anybody
it or
else
not.
think?
That's between the lines, isn't it? When it comes to religion, you read the story how you want.
Yeah, definitely.
We all have choices. I don't think anybody has a right to judge anyone. You make a choice. That's that.
And you do have the right to choose whether you want to retain your male hormones or your male genitalia or your female ones, as if you're going through that change. You are somebody who has that choice to do, and that's what he chose to keep those in case he needed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's exactly what I'm questioning. The choice. Why do we have this huge choice now?
And I want to throw something else up there.
It's not just a human right, is it?
But it's disturbing human right. Just one other thing, which is the impression on young people. What impression is that then giving to young people? That it's okay? That
I think we need to be encouraging children to be comfortable in their own skin, with their own sense of identity. That's certainly what Colourblind Cards is about. Okay, it's a racial matter, but if we can't nurture that sense of self-belief in children, I think we're going completely down the wrong line.
So therefore that comes to choice, which is what we're talking about, these people saying here. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up because I am now actually being screamed at, but I want to find out what you guys think at home. We have all of our topics on the Sisterhood blog. Go on there, www.sisterhoodtv.com, and make sure you come in and debate. What do you think? Is this outrageous? Sodom and Gomorrah, Adam and Eve, the world has gone crazy? Or individual's choice? We want to hear from you. But moving swiftly on.